Welcome to World War II Battle Journals, where World War II comes alive through immersive battle recreations, authentic accounts, and tactical realism, from the foggy fields of Poland to the scorched deserts of North Africa, from the skies over Britain to the ruins of Berlin. Every episode is a tribute to the courage, chaos, and complexity of history's greatest conflict. The vehicles, armament, and camouflages of the battles are set out with detail in every episode. Subscribe, suit up, and step into the battlefield. September 1st, 1939. The German Wehrmacht crosses into Poland, launching the first mechanized war in history. Panzer divisions spearhead the assault, supported by the Luftwaffe's dive bombers. Polish forces, outnumbered and outgunned, brace for impact near the town of Piotrków Trybunalski. Spearheaded by Panzer divisions and supported by the Luftwaffe's dive bombers, the Blitzkrieg, lightning war, strikes with speed and precision. Polish armored units scramble to intercept the advancing German columns. Outnumbered and outgunned, they prepare for a desperate stand. This is the story of one such clash, where steel met courage and the skies thundered with war. In their inventory, the Germans have the following vehicles: the Panzer II light tank. Its armament consists of a 20mm autocannon and machine gun. The Panzer III light tank. Its armament consists of a 37mm KWK-36 gun and machine gun. German armor relied on speed and coordination. Though lightly armed, Panzer II's overwhelmed Polish defenses through maneuver and mass. The Ju-87 Stuka dive bomber. Its armament consists of two 7.92mm machine guns and 500 to 1,000 kilogram bombs. The Heinkel HE-111 bomber. Its armament consists of various bombs. The Messerschmitt Bf-109 fighter. Its armament consists of two MG-17 machine guns. The Luftwaffe's air superiority was decisive. Stukas shattered Polish positions while Bf-109s hunted interceptors with ruthless efficiency. The Polish have the following vehicles in their inventory: the 7TP light tank. Its armament consists of a 37mm Bofors gun and two 7.92mm machine guns. The TKS Tankette. Its armament consists of a 20mm autocannon. The Vickers E-tank. Its armament consists of a 47mm gun. Polish armor was outnumbered but not outclassed. The 7TP's 37mm gun could penetrate early German tanks, but lacked numbers and coordination. The Polish Air Force boasted the following vehicles: the PZL P-11 Seafighter. Its armament consists of four 7.92mm machine guns. The PZL-23 Karash. Its armament consists of three 7.92mm machine guns and bombs. Polish pilots flew with bravery, but their aircraft were outpaced by German designs. The PZL P-11C was agile but underpowered. In this account of the battle, we will join both sides as the battle unfolds. Accounts of the day's battle and the experiences of German and Polish tankers during the battle clearly gives you an idea how brutal the fighting was. Polish tanker Roman Orlik recalls the following.
I was just 22 years old when the war started. My unit, the 21st Armored Battalion, was equipped with TKS Tankettes, small but maneuverable. We knew the Germans were coming, but we were confident in our abilities. My unit engaged a group of German tanks near Brochov. I commanded a TKS Tankette armed with a 20mm cannon. We took out 3 German tanks that day, including a Panzer 35T and a Panzer I. The Germans were shocked by our bravery, but they had the numbers and firepower. I remember the feeling of being in the tank, the smell of oil and smoke, the sound of the engine roaring, and the sight of the enemy tanks closing in. It was chaos, but I was focused on my crew and our mission. We fought bravely, but the odds were against us. I was eventually wounded and captured, but I was proud of my unit and our sacrifice.
Hans-Joachim Schöne German tank gunner, was also there and remembers.
I was with the 10th Panzer Division, part of the invasion force. We encountered Polish tanks near the town. Our Panzer III tank was hit by a Polish 37mm shell, but it didn't penetrate the armor. Our gunner, Corporal Fritz, scored a hit on a Polish tank and we cheered. The Polish forces were brave, but they were no match for our modern tanks and tactics. I remember the feeling of being in the tank, the noise, the smoke, the tension. It was intense, but we were well trained and confident in our equipment.
Heinz Guderian, unknowingly destined to be one of the leading tank aces of the war, gives a detailed account.
I remember the morning of September 1st, 1939 like it was yesterday. Our panzer divisions rode into Poland, supported by the Luftwaffe's Stukas and bombers. The Poles were brave, but they were no match for our modern tanks and tactics. I led my corps through the Polish countryside, encountering stiff resistance but always pushing forward. The Polish tanks were antiquated and our Panzer IIIs and IVs made short work of them. One particular engagement stands out in my mind. We were advancing near the town of Piotrków-Trybunalski when we encountered a Polish 70P tank. Our Panzer IV tank, commanded by Sergeant Heinz, engaged the Polish tank at around 800 meters. The Polish tank fired first but missed. Our gunner, Corporal Müller, scored a direct hit, knocking out the Polish tank. It was a Blitzkrieg, a lightning war, and we were unstoppable.
I commanded a 70p light tank, one of the best tanks in the Polish army. We fought against the German 4th Panzer Division near Piotrków-Trybunalski. Our tank was hit multiple times, but we kept fighting. I remember the sound of the armor-piercing shells hitting our tank, the smell of smoke and cordite. Our gunner, Corporal Jan, was wounded, but he kept firing. We managed to knock out a German Panzer IV, but our tank was eventually disabled. We fought bravely, but the Germans had too many tanks and too much firepower. I was eventually captured and taken prisoner, but I was proud of my crew and our sacrifice.
Polish pilot, Captain Franciszek Kornik.
I was a fighter pilot with the Polish Air Force, flying PZL P-11 fighters. We were outnumbered and outgunned, but we were determined to defend our country. On September 1st, 1939, I engaged the German Messerschmitt Bf-109 and we had a fierce dogfight. I managed to score a hit, but my plane was damaged and I had to make an emergency landing. I flew several more missions trying to stem the German advance. The Luftwaffe was too strong and we were eventually overwhelmed. I was forced to flee to Romania, where I was interned. The memory of those days is still vivid in my mind. The sound of the engines, the smell of the fuel, the thrill of the fight. We were brave, but we were outmatched.
German pilot, Lieutenant Heinz Knocke.
I was a fighter pilot with the Luftwaffe, flying Messerschmitt Bf-109s. We were the best in the business and we knew it. I remember my first mission over Poland, September 1st, 1939. We strafed a Polish airfield, catching their planes on the ground. It was a rout. I flew many missions over Poland, engaging Polish fighters and bombers. The Poles were brave, but they were no match for us. We had better planes, better tactics, and better training. I recall one mission where I engaged a Polish PZL P-11. It was a tough fight, but I managed to outmaneuver him and score a hit. The thrill of victory was exhilarating.
Though Poland lost its sovereignty in 1939, its spirit endured. The war would cost the nation over 5 million lives, half of them Jewish, in one of history's darkest chapters. Yet, through sacrifice and defiance, Poland's legacy became one of courage, resilience, and unyielding hope.
With whispered prayers the mourners weep. In the endless night their souls they keep. the crimson sky, a solemn hymn begins to rise, a requiem for those who've gone, their names remain in every song.
Echoes of the fallen calling in the dark, voices of the past leave a hollow mark. Through the veils of sorrow, through the endless rain, their memory linked eternal. No more light, no more sounds, only shadows on the ground. In the stillness we await, for the days are bitterly our fate.
Echoes of the fallen calling in the dark, voices of the past leave a hollow mark. Through the veils of sorrow, through the endless rain, their memory lingers in eternal pain.
Echoes fade,
But still they remain